you've chosen 2 new MPs to lead the education ministry instead of letting someone more experienced to helm it. Why and what do you see in these 2 men that gives you confidence that they'll be able to perform? And they'll also be assisted by Mr. Janil Puthucheary, a backbencher MP, so who will be mentoring Mr. Ng Chee Meng and Mr. Ong Ye Kung. And I also have a question for the 2 new, so for Mr. Ng and Mr. Ong. What will be your first priorities taking over MOE, and from your background and your experiences, what and how can you contribute? And my last question is to Mr. Ng Chee Meng. You're also juggling an MOT portfolio as a Senior Minister of State. Transportation, as we all know, is a much talked about issue among Singaporeans, and there'll be a lot of expectations on you and the ministry. So how ready are you to take on this role, and how do you think you can assist Minister Khaw Boon Wan?
Well, I have appointed Ng Chee Meng and Ong Ye Kung to MOE because I have known them before they entered politics. Ong Ye Kung was my PPS and worked in WDA and was in NTUC before he contested the last election. He didn't win the last time, but we kept in touch. Ng Chee Meng has been in the SAF, he's been CDF, I've worked with him, I know him. I think they have the potential, they need the experience and the exposure to do the job. I've put them there because this is a substantial job, and also because I'm able to supervise or oversee and mentor them in this job with experienced former ministers for education, of whom I have 3. I have Jihen, I have Taman, actually I have 4. And Swee Kia. So there are enough sources of advice, and I know these are 2 people who will know how to take advice and make up their own minds, and what they will need to do is to establish themselves with a teaching establishment, the teachers, the educators, with the parents who need to have the confidence that they know what that they are doing, and with the public to show that they're able to manage a big ministry and make it work. And I have confidence that they will do that. Who will be mentoring them? I've answered that question, and I think the next 2 questions are for them. Yes, Chee Meng.
Well, my immediate priority really is to understand the education issues with Ye Kung and of course with our colleagues at MOE. It will take some time to consult with our committed educators, our parents, and also the community at large, basically to learn about these issues and then design and answer a second question in terms of how I can value add. I think it's a little bit too soon for me to go into detail into those areas. But I think Singapore and Singaporeans recognize that education is one of the best gifts we can give to our children, and we have consistently invested in this area. It is also part of our national strategy to give the best to our kids to ensure that Singapore can succeed in an increasingly complex world. So while I take on this heavy responsibility with enthusiasm and hopefully with the ability to value add, the way I see education is that it is a holistic approach where we look at the complete person. In Chinese, it will be the 5 aspects of De, Zi, Ti, Qin, Mei. It is basically the moral values education to anchor the cognitive development, the physical education, the social development, and aesthetics. So this will be broadly, at this stage, the things that I'll be looking at together with our educators and our parents and the community at large. For the MOT portfolio, I'm very happy to be able to learn from Minister Khaw. He has a rich library of instincts and judgments after helming many challenging ministries. I will leave it to Minister Khaw to assign me the necessary tasks, and I'll do my very best to learn about this complex system called transport. And in some areas, I may have some relevant expertise in aviation, but I'll humbly learn from Minister Khaw and see where I can help him do the work at MOT. Thanks.
Ye Kung.
Good afternoon, friends. First, I'd like to say it's been a great honor to be given this role, which I think is complex and very important for Singapore's future. I I think Minister Heng Swee Keat and all the predecessors before him has built an exceptional system, an education system that is renowned in the world, very successful, and I will do my best and strive to build upon it and contribute to this area. What's my top priority now, I think, is to really know how the ministry works, get to know the people and our partners, and understand how the entire system and all its complexities, and learn very fast. And in this aspect, I really look forward to taking guidance from the range of coordinating ministers and DPMs that is always be there to provide guidance and mentorship, and really looking forward to working with Meng and being part of the MOE family.